In this hour of the program, women who have tricked guys into having babies with them that keep them in the relationship. Why do they do it? What lines do they use? Guys, have you been a victim of this? Did she give you one of those lines? The doctor says I can't get pregnant no matter what. I'll take that nasty rubber off. I want to feel you. I'm allergic to latex. And others. Have you heard any of those lines? These are women who want you to knock them up for their own agendas, whatever those are. Sometimes it's to keep you in a relationship. Sometimes it's just because they want to have a baby and they don't care if you're there or not. In fact, they wouldn't mind if you just mailed them a check after that every month for the next 18 years. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's 1-800-5800-866. Ben on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
I listen to you all the time, and I've called you many times. I love this topic.
Uh-huh.
I've been married almost 7 years. My wife has 2 kids from me, and they drive her nuts, and she said she didn't want to have any more. So she would pull the, I'm not ovulating, it's not that time of the month, and I'd go glove up, and she'd get mad, and I finally got fed up, and I said, I'm getting snipped, and I made her drive me to the doctors to get snipped.
You're lucky you didn't have one of those doctors who says, you got to get Mommy's permission before you can do that.
Well, you know what? He asked, and I told her, and he said, she'll get over it.
That's my boy.
And she is so mad at me, which I told her, hey, if you want to leave me, that's fine. She goes, well, it's not all about you. It's about me. I went, no, it is about me because I'm the breadwinner, and I got to pay for this kid for the next 18 years.
Uh-huh.
And I want to retire in my early 50s, which I'll be able to do that now, and I don't want to work till I'm 60 supporting another kid. So I took matters into my own hands, and now I can't do it anymore. I told her, I said, if you don't like it, go find someone rich, leave me alone, and go marry them.
Love it. Now, you have a kid with her already.
I have 2.
2 kids with her already. There you go.
Yes. I have 3, one from a previous marriage, so I only have 6 more months of child support.
Oh, boy. You're done. You've had it.
But I said, I'm done. I'm going to be 40 next year. I am done. I want to enjoy my life. I love my boys. Don't get me wrong. I love my 2 sons. And I want to grow up with them and not have to deal with the diapers and the formula and all that other potty training for the next 5 years.
Good for you, Ben.
Hey, keep up the good work. Love you, Dad. And would you please take me out old school?
Here you go, son. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Manny on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm on the other end of the stick here. I feel completely different. I have 2 boys myself. A few years back, well, a little bit more than a few years, my wife and I decided to have an abortion. We got pregnant, and we weren't sure we were ready. But now that I'm older and I look at my kids, I can't help but feeling like you know what? I killed one of them.
You didn't kill a kid.
What do you mean I didn't? No. Well, what if that kid would have made it? You know what I mean? What color eyes would she or he have had? What kind of smile would he or she have had?
You have every right to feel any way you like, but...
No, I'm just saying I just feel completely different.
Everybody doesn't feel the same way you do.
Yeah, I know, but it's really to listen to people say, oh, you should just kill it.
No, they didn't say they should just kill it. They said you should have an abortion. And
abortion and killing...
No, they're not the same. They are not the same thing.
For legality of that.
No, but it's not. That's not all there is. Because a fetus at 6 weeks is nothing like a fetus at 9 months. Nothing.
Well, I know, but that would an eventual human life.
Well, guess what? Every time you get a copy of Playboy and a box of Kleenex, how much potential life are you snuffing out?
Yeah, but I'm just viewing my stuff. But you know, when you mix them together, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more.
No, but it really isn't much more at 6 weeks. It isn't.
Well, but it's the beginning of life instead of.
The beginning is when you're spanking to the old Playboy.
Well, yeah.
That's the beginning right there.
No,
how many potential lives have ended up in a Kleenex?
Or in the bottom of a pool, but...
Right.
Yeah, but that's one... You can't make a life by yourself if you're spanking and spanking a monkey.
But the point is, again, after 6 weeks, it is not a child. It is not a person. It's not.
It's not. Well...
A potential anything. It doesn't matter about a potential. Huh?
Well, before they made it...
All right, we're losing you there, but I thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Cass on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a new listener and a first-time caller.
Thank you.
I am on the other end. I was told by my ex-boyfriend that he was sterile, and I did ask him if the doctor had told him that. I still went on the pill, and I now have 1.5-year-old proof that he's not.
You have that he's not sterile?
Correct.
Yeah. Why in the world would you believe that?
I didn't. I went on the pill. I asked him if the doctor told him that, and he never really answered, but I still went on the pill anyways, and I did get pregnant, and now I have a little 1.5-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm. And why did you decide to go ahead and have that baby?
I'm like a few of the listeners. I don't really believe in abortion for myself. I don't judge others that go ahead and go with that. But
so you believe in fornication, but not abortion?
Actually, you know what? No, I don't believe in that either. Obviously, yes, I did that, but I'm doing fine on my own. I'm not looking for anybody to help me raise them. I even asked...
I'm just trying to understand the morality there. The people who say, oh, I don't believe in abortion, it's wrong, but they have no problem with fornication.
I don't know what to say there. I mean...
You realize if you didn't fornicate, you wouldn't be in this position.
I guess I'm one of those anti-planners that keeps your show on the radio.
Oh, so you're also opposed to planning. Life washes over you like a tsunami.
Not anymore, but it takes some of us a little while to learn.
Well, that's what a shame that is, isn't it?
Not necessarily a shame. We just all learn differently.
Yeah, but some of us have to pay a big price by taking so long to learn things.
I don't know. I think it's a mindset. I think I'm paying the price. I don't get child support. I've not gone to court or anything. I told him he could...
That's my point. You're paying a price. You are paying a price.
With a lovely little one.
So had you learned earlier about planning and about thinking ahead, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now.
I'm not complaining about the position I'm in now. I just wanted to say that men do the same thing, that it's just not women.
Again, the difference between a man and a woman is that a woman decides whether or not a birth will happen, and a man does not. That's the difference. No man is ever going to call you up and say, remember we met at a bar a few weeks ago, and we spent the night together. Guess what? You're going to be a mother.
I understand what you're saying.
That's the difference.
I don't know what to say to you, but...
Well, it's a fact. It's an indisputable fact.
Well, I just chose not to get an abortion because I just couldn't have lived thinking each year when the birthday was, or like a gentleman said earlier, you know, what would he look like, or that sort of thing.
Well, again, if you don't believe in abortion, you shouldn't be fornicating.
Correct. I agree with you. And like I said, you know, I've learned my lesson. And
which would be morally consistent.
If I'm single and raising...
I'm morally consistent. You know what? I fornicate, and I've paid for 4 abortions. I'm consistent.
But like I said, either it's anti-planners or inconsistent people. That's what keeps your show on the air.
Well, you sure are grist for the mill, dear. No doubt about that.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
If you had sex with me because I said I was a doctor, by the time you find out I'm not a doctor, guess what? I had sex with you. I got what I wanted. Next victim.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Katie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm from Las Vegas, and I just had a comment on your what you were talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
I'm 20 years old. I have 2 children. I'm not married to the father. And
Why'd you do that?
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Because it was my choice.
Yeah, I know it was. I'm asking why you chose it.
Because I didn't want everybody to think that we just got married because we had kids.
Yeah, but why did you have kids without being married?
Because I don't believe in abortion.
Why did you get pregnant?
Because I was on the pill and it didn't work.
2 times?
The second one was planned.
Why'd you do that?
Because we wanted another child.
Why?
Because I like kids.
I understand that, but don't you think you should be married to your child's father?
Yes and no.
I'm not saying him. I'm saying whoever it is.
Right, but...
Shouldn't you be having kids with someone you are married to so Dad lives at your house and is there to raise your kids with you?
We do live together.
Yeah, but you might not.
But we do. But this is my comment. What happened is, what do you think of this? Okay, he doesn't want to have any more kids. Right? I do. And we don't use protection. And I got pregnant, and he said it's all my fault.
Mm-hmm. Well, were you supposed to be using some kind of birth control?
No, he knows that I'm not on it.
He knows, and, well, it's his fault, too. However, if he doesn't want to have more kids, why aren't you using birth control?
We just didn't one time, and I got pregnant, and then...
No, why aren't you using birth control on a regular basis, like the pill? Because you want to have a baby. Say it.
Because I want to have a baby.
No, not because you forgot or it was just one night or... No, you want to have a baby. You're hoping there'll be an accident. Right?
Not necessarily.
No, necessarily, dear. This is what you wanted. You just said, I want to have a baby. You're hoping for that.
Well, but I mean, I did get pregnant, and he wanted me to have an abortion, and I said no.
Uh-huh. And so now what happens?
Well, it doesn't matter anyway, but this was like a year ago. But I lost a baby, and he felt really bad. He felt like it was his fault.
So you've gotten pregnant 4 times already at 28 years old. What the hell are you doing?
It's not like I'm a slut. I mean, it's
no, the point is, dear, you don't know what's going to happen with this relationship.
I mean, we've been together 10 years.
That doesn't mean anything. And by the way, that's a very bad sign. If you've been with him since you were 18, you were too young to have a serious relationship to begin with. The likelihood of it lasting is less because it started so early.
You really think that?
I do.
See, but I don't understand how you say that, you know, people shouldn't get married. You don't agree with marriage.
No, I said that there's nothing in it for men.
There's nothing in it for men. See,
That's
I mean, I listen to your show a lot, and, I mean, you talk about how women are kind of bitchy, and, because, like, I do everything for him, you know, and I'm submissive to him.
I understand all that, but he didn't have to get married to get that, did he?
No, he didn't.
That's my point. There's nothing in it for men. A man can get all the things that your boyfriend is getting without signing a contract.
Right, but what do you think, like, common law? See, it's like they say that we're common law.
Well, it's not the same. It's there are some similarities, but it's not the same.
But, I mean, he provides for me. He provides for our kids.
Mm-hmm. So what?
And, I mean, we've have split up before, and he paid me child support.
Well, again, I'm telling you, that doesn't change. You see, you keep zigzagging all over the place. I said there's nothing in it for men to get married, and there is nothing in it for men to get married.
What's in it for women, then?
Money, a guarantee that if things don't work out, you take half of what he's got, a guarantee of payments for past use of your vagina. Even
if you don't have children?
Yep.
How is that? I've never
Because most women make less than the men they're with. When they split up, the man is forced to pay the woman.
Is that in all states?
Yeah.
All right, well...
Now, the amount they pay and the amount of time they pay differs. But it's payment nonetheless. What's in it for a guy? Nothing. There's nothing a man gets from marriage that he cannot get from just having sex with somebody.
What if the roles are different, though? What if I would make more than him? Would I have to pay him?
That almost never happens. By the way, technically you would, but there are plenty of deadbeat moms out there, plenty of women who don't pay, and the amount of women who are brought up on charges is slim.
Well, I mean, I think you can have a good relationship without being married.
Well,
and still have children and raise them in a good way.
But now what happens if you have the third kid that ruins your relationship? Then your kid has his father not living there.
But we talked about that, and he said that he wouldn't leave me for that.
Well, you don't know what he'll do. He didn't want you doing it, and you did it.
But he's doing it too, you know.
No, but dear, you wanted it to happen. You could have said, put a condom on. I might get pregnant. But you didn't.
Do you think I'm the bad person?
Do I think you're a bad person? That doesn't mean it's not a matter of whether I think you're a bad person. It's a matter that, look, you're not even honest with yourself about how this happened. You wanted to get pregnant. He wanted to have sex. And when he had sex without a condom, you said nothing, even though you knew he didn't want to have another kid. Because you wanted to have another kid.
But he knows that, too.
Again, look, if you were concerned about his feelings, you would have said, hey, remember, you didn't want to have kids. Put a condom on.
I've asked him to get a vasectomy, and he won't.
Dear, getting a vasectomy is different from wearing a condom. Maybe he wants to have kids in 10 years.
He doesn't. He doesn't want to have any.
He doesn't know what he wants in 10 years.
I don't know. He's not like a typical guy. I mean.
So what?
Okay. That's fine. I do enjoy your show.
Well, good.
You crack me up a lot.
Well, that's the important thing, Katie. You just laugh it up there while you're all knocked up. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. More of your telephone calls are coming up.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Ladies, have you ever done that? You know what I'm talking about. Told a guy you couldn't get pregnant or wouldn't get pregnant, but in reality you wanted to get pregnant just to keep him. Or maybe you just wanted to have a baby. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. James on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Hi, James.
Yeah, like I was telling Dean, my ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, she's in labor right now with an illegitimate child she tried to trap me with.
Whose kid is it?
Well, she said it's mine, but I have doubts on it because her previous daughter, she told me it was mine. I had a paternity test done and came back negative. So last January, on the 2nd, I just finished dinner and walked out, never turned back. And I was with her one time in March.
Why did you ever go back to her after she did that? Right. That's right. You were stupid.
You know, then she had told me that she was on the pill, and then I used the condom.
And you believed a woman who had lied to you in the past.
Yeah. And
that was really stupid.
Yeah, and then I took a condom that she gave me instead of taking one of my own.
Also stupid.
Yeah, and she didn't tell me nothing until about 3 or 4 months later that she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And then trying to get me to come back to the house and this and that, and I told her no, and so now she's, I'm looking at another possibly 18 years of child support. I'm already paying child support for my first son with her.
Wait a minute. Wait. How many kids does she have?
This is going to be her 4th.
So you had a kid with her that was yours?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
Well, we got married. When we hooked up, when we got married, she had a little girl already. She's 8 years old now.
Isn't that a sign that something's wrong?
Yeah, this is also way before I heard about you. I mean, I wish I would have heard about you again 8 years ago or 7 years ago. And we got married, like, after a year we were together. We had our son. And then about 3 years ago now, we were separated for a few months. Well, in those few months, that's when she fooled around and got knocked up with the little girl that she has right now. She's a year old now. And then I stayed with her because I thought it was mine at first until, you know, after a while when the baby was getting a little bit older, it's like, she doesn't look anything like us, like my son or myself or anything. So I went and had a paternity test done and came back negative. And that was last December. So in January I left, you know, I just couldn't take it no more. And
you went back, why?
I don't know. I just like.
And had sex with her?
Yeah, you know.
Are you that desperate? Are you telling me you can't get laid?
Oh, I was getting laid all the time.
Then why did you do this?
Like I said, stupid.
I mean, you know what? Tell me that you couldn't get laid. This is the only chick it would put out. You know, it'd make more sense.
Yeah.
How desperate do you have to be to get laid? To go back to a woman who lied to you and said that the child was yours and you took a DNA test and it wasn't. And you leave her and then you come back and have sex with her again.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yes, it is. I'm not denying it. It was really stupid. You know, I kick myself in the ass every single day. And now I have to stress over it every day.
And by the way, did you adopt her first kid when you got married to her?
No, not at all.
All right, but you realize that under California law, I believe, I'm not an attorney, but you might check on this, the last 3 kids are yours. Even if that middle one was not yours for the DNA test, you were the husband.
Yeah.
And you didn't challenge it, did you?
No, well, we already went through the child support. We already gone through the child support process. The child support office, even I have my court papers from them stating that I'm not the father of that child.
Oh, really?
Yes. You know, I made sure I try to take care of myself as possible. Her first daughter, her dad still sees her just as much as I see my son.
And she probably has sex with him, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I would not doubt it.
Uh-huh.
You know, I wouldn't doubt it. Who knows how many guys she's been with.
By the way, how old is she?
She's, actually, tomorrow she'll be 28.
28, and already has 4 kids by at least 2 different guys.
Yeah.
That's great.
No,
and
3.
that's
3. It's her first one, and then my son, and then the little girl.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
4 kids, 3 different guys. And that's great. This is the woman you wanted to be in love with.
Yeah, it's like blind and stupid, too young. One thing, too young. Everyone out there, man.
Really cunning slut.
Yeah, and I regret it every day about it. Every day I regret ever meeting her. And it ruined my life, basically. And now I'm 27 years old.
Yeah, you'll have sex with her again in a year. Watch.
No.
Come on over, James. I miss you. Your kid misses you. Come on.
I've learned my lesson. You know, it was a tough way to learn it, but, you know, it had to happen sometime, I guess.
Here, take this condom. Don't put it up to the light, though.
No, I'm done. I'm done with it. I've never gone back ever since.
And you'll be able to DNA test on this one, too, right?
As soon as, like I said, she's in labor right now, and her mother called me that it's pretty much going to happen. So as soon as I get off work right now, I'm going to go straight over there and get it done as soon as the kid comes out.
Good.
You know, I don't want to wait a second more.
I wouldn't if I were you. That'll be the first smart thing you've done. Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Steve in Buffalo on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Night, Steve.
Hey, I had this chick. I'm 30 years old. I have 2 previous children. I met this broad, and she told me she couldn't have an orgasm if I used a condom. And she ended up pregnant. We have a 2-year-old daughter now, and she's still trying to get me to have another one with her.
Uh-huh. And you believe that one?
Yeah, I did. And being my 3rd child, if I go back to work, I'm going to lose like 60% of my paycheck.
Wonderful.
Between child support and all that, you know?
Yeah, so you never thought ahead on any of that stuff?
Oh, not back then.
Oh, boy.
Now I am.
A little late now.
Oh, yeah. But I've never heard that. That was just, she just had me in bed and told me that, and I believed her, and I don't know. It was wild.
How much are you paying, Steve?
17% for each child.
How much is that?
That is 54%.
No. At 54% of your, is that your net or gross, 54%?
That's gross.
54% of your gross. So let's review. What tax bracket are you in?
Lower.
All right, 15%?
Yeah.
And how much percent are you paying in child support? 54?
Yeah, well, there's 3 different mothers.
So there's 69% of your paycheck is gone before you see it.
Yep.
And how much do you make gross?
Not much. About 17.
17,000 a year?
Yeah.
And how do you live on $7,000 a year?
I do a bunch of side jobs, under the table stuff. That's pretty much the way I get around now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So do you realize, let me point out to you, if you think about this, Dave, every day.
Yeah.
What are your hours at your normal job?
8 hours a day.
What are your hours? 8 to 4, 9 to 5? What do you do?
9 to 5.
9 to 5. So do you realize that you don't start working for yourself until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:30?
Maybe 2 o'clock.
You ever think about it that way?
No.
Every day you come in, and the first 4.5 hours are free.
Yeah.
You don't make any money until like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yep.
And you never thought about that, huh?
Not before.
I hope the other boys are hearing what you're saying there, so they'll think about it.
And another thing is, if the child stays with their mother and goes to college, and I don't know if it's everywhere, but in New York, you have to pay child support until they're 21.
There are other states that do that, too.
Not 18, so it's 21 in New York.
Yeah. Well, you better hope these kids are attractive.
Yeah.
You have attractive girls, so they'll just say, I don't need to go to college.
Yeah.
You better hope. If they grow up fat or fugly, you're going to be paying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's not much of a future left when you put yourself in that situation.
So, Steve, you're 30 years old, and your future is effed.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Steve, I'm totally depressed now. Thank you for that. Jesus. Bianca on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Do you care, Bianca?
Yes, I do care.
I'm doing great.
I'm so excited right now.
Really?
Oh, my God, I'm on the phone with Tom Leykis. You're the man. Let me just begin to tell you. And how stupid are all these guys calling you today? I'm so sorry
that they're
calling you.
I'm amazed at what we're getting here.
Huh?
I'm amazed at what we're getting here.
Isn't it? What was wrong with that last guy? You can't have an orgasm without a rubber? Please, come on. Give me idiots! Idiots! Tom, you're killing me! Oh, my God, I'm a chick. You would think. Come on.
I know.
Oh, my God, so bad. Well, I just wanted to call and tell you that I missed you. I moved down from Orange County to Palm Desert, and we don't get you out here. And I was in San Bernardino today, and I just tried it, and there you were, so I had to call.
I'm so glad you did, Bianca.
I'm so happy, too.
Call me anytime.
All right.
All right.
Great one. Take care.
Thanks, you too. She's very happy over there. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jeff on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Okay.
I do care.
Good.
Well, my story is got involved with a girl, and then the old condoms went out the door, went to birth control pills, and found out she wasn't taking them.
Uh-huh.
And got pregnant, had the kid. About 2 years later, kind of was looking at everything, and didn't pan out, so I took the test. Well, ended up not being mine.
Uh-huh.
So after everything, still kind of kept it, not necessarily, never went out with her again, never did anything with her again. And then a little bit after, I started helping her out, sending checks because she wasn't working. So I was making payments, saved the receipts. Well, down the road, I ended up actually taking the kid away.
Really?
I'm married. Yeah, I'm married with 2 other kids, and I have that one.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I think every guy out there, I don't care how much in love you think you are, you go get a DNA test on that kid.
Yeah, I got the DNA test.
Don't even tell your girlfriend or your wife you're doing it. Just get that swab, get that sample, and get that test taken.
Yeah, I took the test, and I just decided that...
Yeah, but you waited 2 years to take the test.
Yeah.
Why'd you wait?
Well, I thought it was mine.
I love her. I'm in love. Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, she loved you.
Yeah, well,
she loved the other guy, too. Huh?
I took her away.
Oh, listen to you. Unbelievable. Well, Jeff, thank you.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-866.
Why do you spend your whole entire being belittling other people around you just to make yourself feel good?
Because it's so entertaining, and so many millions of people like hearing me do it.
Sick world, man.
I don't care. I'm just here to cash in on it, babe.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. Tommy, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Not much, Tommy.
Yeah, I got a problem. I need your advice.
You got the radio turned on, and that's why you're pausing like that.
No, I don't. I'm just, like, kind of nervous. You know, it's the first time calling. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, I met this girl at this party, and we had unprotected sex, and she winded up getting pregnant. And
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I just...
What do you mean you don't know? How long have you been listening to this show?
Not that long, actually.
Uh-huh. And you generally go out and have unprotected sex with strangers?
Not really, you know. It was just kind of a one-time thing, you know, heat of the moment, you know?
Yeah, well, you know what? Your sperm is like little credit cards. You know that? With your name on them. The bill comes to you.
Yeah. Actually, I just found out a couple of days ago, and her parents want her to get aborted, you know, and she's asking me what I think I should do, and
she should have an abortion. You think she will?
No, she says it's up to me, you know, it's my
Tell
fault.
her.
But I don't think I want it, you know?
You don't want the baby or an abortion?
I don't want it aborted.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why do you want to have a kid with her?
I just don't think it's right that...
Pal, it was okay for you to insert yourself into a complete stranger. That was okay?
No.
That was right?
No, but you got to be responsible for what you do, you know?
No, the fact is there is no punishment for that. You do not have to be punished. Stop feeling guilty. If she's willing to have an abortion, don't be an idiot.
It's not about being... It's about doing the right thing, you know?
Pal, if she's willing to have an abortion, there's nothing wrong with that. You are going to throw your life away.
But what about the kid's life?
Hey, kid, I got to tell you something. You know what? You are not mature enough to be a parent. You're not.
Okay.
You're not.
See, I don't...
You're a little kid.
But it's wrong. You can't just kill the baby like that, you know?
Pal, you can have an abortion. It's legal. Yeah, you can. People do it all the time. And it's legal.
I don't get how it's legal. I mean...
It is legal. Well, don't worry about how it's legal. When little kids like you engage in irresponsible sexual behavior, an abortion is the appropriate measure. You are too immature to be having a baby and being a parent.
Okay, but say someone was to, like, you know, kill my girlfriend tomorrow.
That's not legal, and it's wrong, and everybody agrees that that's wrong. But abortion is legal.
Wouldn't that count as a double murder?
No.
Yeah, it would, because she was pregnant.
Well, again, abortion is legal. That's it. Don't be confused. Don't throw your life away. You're throwing your life away.
I don't care. I'm having the baby.
Yeah, if she has a baby, you're throwing your life away. Believe you me.
The Tom Leykis Show.